We live in a hurricane zone and that we need to be prepared when a hurricane comes. Not if it comes, but when it comes. Because we know there will be more hurricanes. Those of us on the emergency management side always prepare with the expectation that there will be a hurricane striking our area each year. And then we just pray that it doesn't happen, and we're very glad if we miss one. But the expectation has to be that a hurricane is going to be coming. The piece that makes it all function the best, though, is if you work with us. And the only way that you can work with us is to know what we know and to be prepared yourselves. If you just think about the size of this urban area and the number of people who reside from the coast back up to the far side of Houston, and what it would take to move those people, to move you out of harm's way if we had to, what it takes to make sure if we don't move you out of harm's way, that you're protected. You understand that it's not something that we can do up here. It's something that everybody in this region has to cooperate together to make happen. Now, we have a simple slogan: make a plan, build a kit, stay informed, and know your neighbor. Not very hard. Make a kit, make a plan, build a kit, stay informed, and know your neighbor. Making a plan, you need to know where you're going to be, where you have to go. You actually need to know what your current situation is, where your house is located, what the possibility is of being in a storm surge or in danger from the wind. The kit is what you need to take if you were to evacuate. Now, we're going to be talking about when you should evacuate, whether you should evacuate. I'm not going to be doing that right now, but I will tell you that many of us got really tired of being without power after the hurricane. I see some heads nodding out there. We did the right thing. We sheltered in place. We let the people who were near the coast that had to get out of the way, and we sheltered in place. But after the hurricane, if we had friends and relatives with air conditioning, we went and visited as long as we needed to. You need a kit whenever you leave, whether you leave before the storm or after the storm. So have that kit. Staying informed, you're going to have an opportunity to visit with and hear from your favorite meteorologist here today. But you have to know what your source of information is going to be. If you don't have power, many of us were cut off from the TV. You have to figure out how you're going to get that information. Generally, it's going to be a battery-powered radio. So again, choose your information source and then be a good neighbor. One of the best things that happened after Ike, and I say this with all sincerity, one of the best things that happened after Ike is many of us got to know our neighbors for the very first time. We were sharing food, we were sharing extension cords, we were talking to each other, swatting mosquitoes late at night. We got to know our neighbors. It's important really for us to know our neighbors before the emergency comes, many of whom are vulnerable. So we're going to have information today about how to register if you need help, call 211, but also how we look out for each other so that we all are part of the solution here. If we work together, if we plan together, if we share information, if all of you out here today and all of your neighbors do what those of us up here on stage are going to do, plan, communicate, stay informed, communicate some more, and do what we know what we're supposed to do, we'll have a safe hurricane season when the hurricane comes. Thank you very, very much for being out here this morning.
CenterPoint Energy, always there.